Sarah, Matt, this last weekend you did a Journey to Manhood ceremony. Could you explain what that is and the importance? Sure. First, the name, it's not copyrighted. It's just something I came up with on the fly to tag that picture in. The AFA, we've been going back and forth over how to do this for too long. We need to go ahead and solidify some ritual on it. But coming of age ceremonies are things that some parents have wanted us to engage in, and there's been some demand to be part of. So this was one of those scenarios. There's a young man, and he's, trying to think how old he is at the time, but he's pretty young. So we didn't want to do some kind. All right, collect my thoughts so I'm not babbling. So one of the things that we've always been opposed to, and we still are, we're not going to do a ceremony that pronounces a boy to be a man and then still treat them like a boy. And certainly here in the United States, it becomes very awkward to do that ceremony until someone is 18. So in the AFA, we don't want to do those ceremonies until somebody's legally an adult. Because when we ritually accept a young man or a young woman as an adult, that means something. And we are then accountable, and we've agreed that we're going to treat them that way. You can't do that and then go home and tell them it's bedtime, or, who they can date or this. And you can't go do that. So you need to trust them as an adult at the point you do it. But what is important to us is that it's a process, and there's that period. So in this particular child's case, the idea was to start this at, however old he is, 10 or whatever he is, to say, hey, today you're going to start learning to become a man. You're going to put aside the childish things and start learning manful things. So there's going to be another ceremony for him when he's 13, a midway point to mark that amount of his progression, to see how far he's come. And then there'll be a follow-up final ceremony when he's 18 and he officially becomes a man. But it was a really special ceremony, and it was something that his dad put together that was very, very nice. And I thought it was really powerful. It was just with the men because, this is about accepting him as someone who's trying to become one of that group. And it was really nice to be a part of. And it's the first one of those ceremonies I've been an active part of. There's just so much to it. I think sometimes these questions are meant as just kind of casual, how you're doing. But if more comes to me, I always like to give a little bit more on that. My wife and I both waited too long in our life to start having kids. And so it wasn't a guarantee. We're very, very lucky that we have Aubrey. Mandy and I were both 39 when we had her. So we didn't know if that was going to be a reality for us. So we're so blessed having Aubrey. It's amazing. She's first, I think having kids in general, assuming that they're healthy and stuff, is probably always amazing. But we lucked out and have a particularly good one. Aubrey is awesome. And it's just been so cool to watch her. And this is relevant to how it's going this week. Just every couple of days, you notice some new thing she learns or picks up, or new things she can do that she couldn't do the day before. And it's really cool to be a part of that. No, I love it. Now, can't say it's not challenging, and I can't say that kids don't do stuff that gets on your nerves. I don't think people talk about that enough. It's a thing, but no, it's amazing. And I'm extremely, extremely fortunate and blessed to have my daughter.